Jar. Calorie. Bonjour, mes amis. So, it's been a week and a half, uh, which is partly why I took a little bit longer to make this video. Uh, yeah. So, about 3 weeks back on keto. Uh, Last week, scale went down. This week, I mean, it was only a pound. Having to work to not let it get to me, as I know, scale's not the only nor the best metric by which to measure progress. Still fucking annoying. Because, there are some weeks where you swear you've gone down, and then you see that number. I'm trying not to let it get to me, but it's just kind of the cherry on top for this week. And yeah, I don't want to completely make a video where I'm just bitching, because I don't think anybody wants to see that. Or if you do, let me know, because I'll gladly just sit here and cuss my life out. I don't know, if nothing else, just for the cathartic effect. Yeah. So, yeah, just exam, finances. I believe I said this in my last video, but I'm going to say it again. The company funding you. Anybody who watches my videos is in need of student loans or is struggling in any way to pay for their education, I would literally recommend robbing a bank before going to funding you. I'm just gonna put it out there. And yeah, so it's just one of those weeks where you really want to say fuck it, just to diet. And like for me, the going to the gym part, the lifting the heavy stuff, that's the easy part for me in terms of my health and my fitness. Like that's the part that's easy, is being active. And like I'm on autopilot to go to the gym in the morning. Like my gym bag's packed the night before, everything's ready to go. I just gotta grab my shit and go. It's like that's the easy part for me. The hard part is the diet. Especially because I am definitely someone who's prone to stress eating and eating for comfort. So that's a thing. And so that's one of the reasons why. So just one of the things that, because I swear, whenever I go on my social media and I see the fitness influencers, whether or not I specifically follow them, they still show up just because the algorithms. And I swear, I hear the same things so many times. For instance, the importance of incorporating your favorite foods, junk foods, fun foods, whatever PC term we are applying to the reason that America is fat. Yeah, so just all the infos out there talk about how important it is to incorporate the fun things in there. It's like, sure, yes, you can have all things in moderation and still be healthy, etc., etc. I believe that, not doubting it by any stretch of the imagination, but at times it feels like they're starting to discount the importance of when you are on a diet, you do need to tell yourself no at times. Plus, if you're like me, see, for me, trying to incorporate, again, quote unquote, fun foods into my diet just feels like added work. Because it's hard enough to be in a diet, on a diet, to be in a caloric deficit. And in my case, I track my macros, my calories. So for me, it just feels like more of a headache to try and work out how to incorporate a serving of Oreos into my daily diet. And so I tend to use the metric of, is it worth it? Like, is it worth trying to figure out? And I'm sorry, but one serving of Oreos isn't. And it's like, they're hyper palatable for a reason. Okay? I'm sorry. But if you are an individual who can plan out, your daily meals and incorporate one serving of Oreos, which I believe is two, but I'm going to double check. It's like, I'm just gonna double check because I want to be absolutely certain because I've heard somebody say it's 3 Oreos, but I'm pretty sure it's two. Yeah. Ah, okay, it is three. I could have sworn it was two. But yeah. So one serving of Oreos is three cookies. If you can work out how to be in a calorie deficit and incorporate one serving of Oreos in and be satisfied with that. Be satisfied with your three friggin' Oreos. You're a psychopath. Just flat out. I'm sorry, that's not a thing to be perfectly satisfied, have your sweet tooth curbed by one serving of Oreos. No. It's just no. And it's like I'm kind of sick of hearing it all the time. Don't deprive yourself while you're diets. That's kind of the definition of being in a caloric deficit is you're depriving yourself of calories so that you will burn more than you take in, so that you will lose weight or lose fat. But yeah, that's what I get so much on my feed these days is influencers encouraging, strategically placing your fun foods into your diet. Like, I'm sorry, I would rather say no to working out how to eat tortilla chips or, I don't know, Skittles, whatever, into my diet on a daily basis. Just spare myself the Tetris game of it all. Focus on getting the good foods like the protein, the fiber, the veggies, all that. And then when it's a special occasion or a day that I have planned to go off diet, enjoy the fun foods to the point where I am actually satiated. That's just me. I'd rather do that. It makes more sense to my brain. But yeah, it's just one of the things that I'm just kind of tired of hearing because it seems like at least this is what shows up on my feed. I don't know. Apparently Facebook thinks I have an unhealthy relationship with food because I get a lot of that and I get a lot of videos talking about people recovering from eating disorders, which, like, I'm not gonna touch on that one because I don't really know anything about it. And, like, I acknowledge that it's a serious problem, is eating disorders just in the population at large. So I'm not gonna touch on that one. I'm just saying that I don't get why I'm seeing so much of it on my feed. Mm, yes, but yeah, as far as like the whole eating your favorite foods in moderation, sure, if you can do that, but also like just acknowledge if you should. Like, sure, you can incorporate whatever foods you want into a calorie deficit, but should you? Is that actually a smart move for you? I don't think it's a smart move for me because anytime that I've tried, I've tried to, say, okay, I've got the room in my calories for the day to have a cookie. Pretty much every time I've done that, had the one cookie, I just want more. I just want more. But so I wind up feeling a stronger craving than if I just walked away from the cookies in total. I don't know. Maybe that's me just being sour grapes about it. But and yes, I started this video by incorporating a quote unquote toxin. Yeah. I don't know. I kind of miss the days when we argued that having one drink a week or one glass of wine a day was healthy for you. Because yeah, that's another thing that seems to have shifted in the past few years is a lot of the influencers are trying to tell us to go off the booze entirely. And like this is probably the first amount of alcohol I've had in well over a month. I think at least a month. I, I don't even remember. That's how long it's been. See, I don't drink that much, so and I put it in my tracker that I had 1 ounce of scotch. BTW, it actually does taste good mixed with protein powder. At least like the fruity protein powders that I don't know can actually be mixed with water. So if there's anything else I want to talk about. Okay, my phone's buzzing. Yeah. Mm. So yeah, I did also kind of stop with the meditation thing that I'd been practicing, and oddly enough, at least I feel like my sleep actually got better when I stopped doing that right before bed. I don't know, maybe it was like the meditation, like focusing on something, woke me up more or something. I don't know. But yeah, sleep is getting better. I also started taking zinc and magnesium before bed. And that helped. That I think genuinely helped. So within like a few days, I did notice that I was sleeping more soundly through the night and not waking up in the middle of the night. So yeah, that was one thing that I've heard through a couple influencers and researched a little bit more on my own, just via Google. So yeah, that's an easy enough fix. You can get those at really any grocery store with the vitamin section. But yeah, so yeah, last week was pretty okay. Yeah, so I'm just about done with the second week of the workout challenge that I'm doing, which is the 6 days a week. And again, the joys of going to a friggin' campus gym. So they not only they close on every holiday when classes would be canceled. So for instance, like this isn't going to be for a couple weeks, but they'll be closed on Veterans Day. And then also it's apparently they need to work some stuff out because this coming Wednesday they will be closed for a scheduled water outage. So I'm gonna have to be playing catch up with this workup challenge a little bit because it is 6 days a week. So any day that I cannot get to the gym is, I mean, I'm gonna try to get ahead and sacrifice what would have been my rest day actually my rest day would have been tomorrow. Quote unquote rest day because that's the day I take a dance class, which, I mean, it's like, in terms of expenditure, I mean, or in terms of intensity, it kind of depends on how my teacher's feeling that day. Some days he's feeling very, very energetic, puts on all the fast-paced songs, and we're bouncing around. Other days we're a little bit slower, but that's more like a solely for fun workout. I mean, I enjoy strength training. I enjoy lifting the heavy shit. Um, but like, yeah, you do go into that with maybe like a little bit more intention of there is a genuine point to this of building muscle, getting stronger, etc., etc. Whereas the dance classes are just, I get to go somewhere and play around for an hour with other people who are okay looking. I don't know. I'm not a dancer by any means, so I very much feel silly, but all the other people in the class, none of us are like skilled dancers except for the teacher, so we're all just sort of there to have fun. And yeah, I mean that's something that I know is important too. Is like your workouts should be fun because if they're not fun, you're probably gonna freaking quit. That's something I've heard ad nauseum, and yeah, I don't doubt that it's true. I think I'm a cap it there for today. Hopefully, I will have something a little bit more structured for my next video. If y'all enjoy hearing me talk about my fitness journey, uh, how I'm trying to do it with less than $100 in my bank account. I have more than 100 right now, but give it a couple days. Rent's due next week. Yeah. If you enjoy this, like the video, subscribe. Feel free to give me ideas, share your own experiences, and I shall see you later.